Hey, this is WhyBeAre with Beamng.Drive, and today we're going to be taking a look at a map called Los Injurus City. And one of the funny things about this map is just how big the description is. Like, I did not even know you could have a scroll bar on a map's description, but this one has one. And the really annoying thing, though, is if you have the wrong number of maps installed, you can't actually read all of the text here. For example, let's say the map selector looked kind of like this, and you're hovering over the map and you say, oh, I want to read the rest of this text. So you go over here. Oh, nope. Now you're looking at Utah, USA. You have to have it where either this map is on the far right side of the screen, or you could do something weird like go over download more and then over to this area to scroll. Yeah, I don't think the game was really made with the intention to be able to do that exactly, but it's kind of surprising that it at least kind of works. Anyways, let's go ahead and load up the map at the default location, which is the only location. And the only thing larger than the description for the map is the map itself. So I'm going to zoom out all the way until my truck completely vanishes. Like, at this point, I cannot tell that there is a truck down there. And if we look around, you can see just how big this map is. It is a very, very large map. And that means there is no way that I'll be able to drive on every road here. So I'll just be driving on a small selection of the roads. And I'll show you some of the interesting things I found, but I'm sure there are other interesting things out there that I have yet to discover. So let's go ahead and start our adventure through this map. Now, me as an American, I get hungry after about 5 feet of driving. Thankfully, there is a Burger World over here, so we can go ahead and get a small midday snack. Nothing big here. And of course, yes, it does have a drive-thru. So let's go ahead and take a look at the menu and figure out what I would want. Now, looking closely at this menu, yeah, most of it is not that appealing. We have things like the hamster meat burger, the rat meat burger, the bird sandwich, and then the mystery meat. The thing about the mystery meat, though, is that's a really good deal. It's only $1.19 for the sandwich. So you know what I'll do? I think I'll get like 10 of those. And then for a drink, I'll probably get like a couple of Dr. Poopers and then a Chocolard pink liquid shake or two. And maybe like 7 baconettes. You know, I'm trying to have just a light snack. I'm not getting like a full meal or nothing here. And they say, pull up to the first window. So I go ahead and try to do that, but I drive too fast and I pull up to the second window. They assume that I paid at the first window. They give me my 10 pounds of disgusting food, and then I drive off without even paying at all. So is the American way. And now for something un-American, I come to a complete stop at the stop sign, and I'm looking over there like, wait a minute. Do I want long gun silvers too? And I'm saying, no. I'm trying to watch my weight. I can't eat that much food. We do have one problem, though. There is one key American thing we are missing. We need to go over to Guns, Bloodbath, and Beyond to get a couple of guns, because as an American, we have the right to have guns. And of course, yes, it has a drive-thru as well, with a wide range of weapons. And I pretty much just say one of each, and then I pull up to the window, pay them, and then I say, just throw them into the bed of the truck. That'll be great. Now we are fully ready to go on a journey as a true American. Although, to be honest with you, I don't feel like driving the truck anymore. So we're just gonna abandon this truck, take the food with us and some of the nicer guns, and how about we drive the off-road version of the Sunburst? And this should be perfect for driving down this road, because this road can get a little bit bumpy at times, but this vehicle has a nice beefy suspension setup that can take the beatings, and it's also decently fast in a straight line. As you see, we are going almost 100 miles per hour already, and that was a little bit of an ugly bump. Let's go ahead and make sure we can see where we're going, although we do have one big problem. We have officially ran out of food and we need to find more food. Thankfully, there's a chicken munch right over here, and because I have such a beefy off-road suspension, yeah, I don't need to worry about where you would normally enter. Unfortunately, though, Chicken Munch is closed. You can tell because their menu is blank, so we need to find food soon. If we don't find food in like the next 5 minutes, we're gonna starve and die. So now our only goal is to survive. That's it. Ha! Somehow the car just stalled itself out right there. I don't know exactly what happened. That was weird. Now let's go ahead and start it back up, and it's fine. Like, there's no damage to anything. It's stalled out, even though I'm using automatic transmission. And it's not a manual in automatic mode. This is straight up an automatic transmission. Anyways, though, we're starving. We need food. And thank goodness there's another Wurga Burger over here. I like Wurga Burger better than Burger World. Just because you see it just did it again. It stalled out again. But I like Burger better than Burger World because it has the giant W. So go ahead and go through the drive-thru. And let's see, they got any new specials compared to the other one? Nope. So I just get the same thing, except I double up on the order, so it's like 20 burgers, 18 shakes, probably some fries too this time. And just making sure I get everything I need. This time I pulled up to the front window once again, but they know there's somebody out there who's trying to scam them, so they make me pay, and I actually pay, and then I get my food. And we are once again off to the races. Let's go this way, down to the water, and we'll just wreck the car into the water, and then we got an excuse to get a new one. So going about 80 miles per hour into the rocks and then into the water, and the car is done, but not that badly damaged. So let's go ahead and bring it all the way back up to the burger place, and let's swap it for something a little bit faster. How about we do an SBR4 and we'll get the all-wheel drive TTS. Normally I go straight for the fastest version available, but this nice orange color was just really speaking to me right now. I had to choose the best color. We'll also go ahead and turn off the electronic stability control completely because I can already feel it slowing me down. And to be honest, even the sport one doesn't give me the freedoms I want. I want to be able to slide around a corner and then just power through it. Electronic stability control will not let you have that kind of fun. So we're going to speed through these tunnels at over 100 miles per hour. And they are really big, wide open tunnels. They're 2 lanes long going each direction. Going about 150 miles per hour, and we are gonna fly right here. Serious airtime there, and ooh, what a crash. How did I manage that? Like, I hit it just in the perfect area to get myself stuck on it. And somehow, I can even still get the rear wheel spinning. Obviously, we ain't driving anywhere from here, so we'll just go ahead and bring this back to the burger place, and let's go a different direction this time. We'll try not to get ourselves crashed in an awkward location. So instead of going left here, we'll just keep on going straight. And we'll take the next left, which should put us in a different location. And I think we already need to slow down for it. Yeah. It was a little bit hidden from the trees and stuff, but I thought I saw a turn coming up. Good thing I slowed down. Otherwise, I would have just completely overshot that. And this is actually a fun little spot right here. So we're going to go ahead and just save the vehicle pointed in this direction. And then we drive straight ahead over the bump and floor it for as long as we can possibly go, which should get us up to about 100 miles per hour, which should be enough speed to have some fun with the ramp. There are ramps kind of all over this place. You just got to find them, and that's one of them that flies us all the way into this water once again. If we're going a little bit slower, we might have actually still been able to drive, but we're just going to drown the vehicle trying to drive it out of there. So here's a quick look at the damage for the vehicle. Overall, it fared pretty well for a 100 mile per hour flight. Now we're going to continue along the road, and how about we crash into a tree? We could crash into that one, but we need more speed. We got to be going at least 100 miles per hour. There's 100. There's a tree. Let's crash into it. 115 miles per hour. Slow-mo going so you can see it go over the curb, just barely clearing that. Not quite clearing the second one. And then flying directly into the tree. That was a really nice impact. Oh, and apparently it looks like, yeah, the car is stuck on the tree now. Guys, I have officially decorated the Christmas tree. Yes, we use flaming cars to decorate our Christmas trees, and yes, that's the kind of tree we use in our family. All right, now I want something really, really fast, so we're gonna get the drag version of the Burnside Special, which might be stuck inside the tree. Nope, it's not stuck inside the tree, it's under the ground. That's kind of weird. Let's go ahead and put it on the ground. Make sure it's nice and not damaged. Then we're gonna drive in the opposite direction of the water so we can go as fast as possible when we go towards the water. So we're gonna go about 150 miles per hour. Let's try climbing the mountain right there. See how high we can get up it. I think we can go probably about halfway with all the speed, right? Yeah, that's a pretty good climb. Not gonna make it all the way because this thing is broken as can be. The rear drive shaft is broken, and once that happens, the car is gonna be useless for climbing mountains, to be honest with you. Look at that wheel go. He is bouncing far, but that's as far as the car is gonna get, isn't it? Yeah, so we'll go ahead and take a quick look at the damage once more. I like the way it kind of exploded outwards in the front. That was interesting. And now what I want to do, just want to drive really, really fast towards the water. Hopefully we'll hit nearly 200 miles per hour, and that'll allow us to get as close as we can to crossing the water, because it looks like there was a bridge here or a road here at one time, except yeah, it's completely fallen apart, so that's the best you can do. And you see, even if you're going pretty much as fast as you can possibly go with a normal vehicle, you're not going to make it. You're not even close to making it. All you did is just buried your car under the water. And, of course, damaged it in the process as well. And I think that's enough driving around this city all alone. It does support the traffic AI, so let's spawn up a bunch of traffic to have some fun with. And since all the traffic's going to be going straight, it looks like I'll go to the left. And you might recognize this road as the road I was driving on when I was driving the Sunburst. Except I turned right here. Now it's all new road. It's just as bumpy as it was when we were driving the Sunburst, except this vehicle isn't as well suited for the bumpy road. And oh no, it is done. This is why we used the off-road Sunburst and not the drag Burnside earlier on. Good news is though, is we needed to go undercover anyways. So we're gonna get a Grand Marshal, but it's gonna be the police edition. Like, wait a minute, we're going undercover, but we're a police car? Yeah, because I'm not actually a cop. I'm a regular dude going undercover as a cop to fool these cops and do some sinister crime. So I guess I'm not really a regular dude, I'm actually a criminal. What is my sinister crime? Doing a little skid in their parking garage. That is my sinister crime. So I just think it's really neat that you can go into the parking garage here, and I had to point that out. And that's all we needed to go undercover for. And you noticed I did turn on the lights just in case, so nobody would suspect a thing. You know, I might be going to like some special cop meeting where we need to go do cop things. You never know. Unfortunately, the AI does not care if you have the lights on, apparently. I'll see if they're like slow down or anything as I just followed them. No, they're either just completely unaware or they don't care, or maybe they saw through. They know I'm not a real cop, because a real cop wouldn't crash his car into the corner like I just did. Oh, look at that. We still got some momentum. Can we keep going? Oh yeah, we can keep going. I don't think the speedometer is quite accurate because it doesn't feel like 70 miles per hour, but we're going at a decent enough of a speed where, yeah, I'll keep driving with this thing until I can destroy it. I basically just gotta wait for another exit off of the highway, and when I see that, I can bash it again on the other side and see if that'll completely kill it, or maybe it'll make it better. You know, if you hit both sides equally, you'll have a symmetrical car. And symmetrical cars drive great. A car made to be asymmetrical from crashes, that never drives too well. So let's just go ahead and try to hit this with the left side. So now we've damaged both the left and the right. Although I think the right got a much harder impact. But drivability-wise, we can still drive it, you know what? Doesn't it look like it's driving better? It really looks like it's driving better, like the car is more level to the ground now. And I can actually accelerate and the speedometer is reading correctly. That actually worked amazingly well. Now, what if we hit it right in the middle? Well, that will get us airborne. And when you get airborne, sometimes you do that, you break your rear drive shaft, so there is no chance for this thing to drive, but it did a really fine job. I am very, very proud of just how well this cop car did, but it's time for a new car. So we're gonna just get an Ibishu Corvette. We're gonna get a slightly higher trim version, and we are currently stuck in the ground. Easy fix, teleported above, freshen up the car because it's all damaged up, and now we can go the location that I want to go to. The location I want to go to is the parking garage, because you can actually drive in the parking garage, and I'm driving on the wrong side of the road. That's illegal. I don't want to break the law, so let's get to the correct side of the road in the best way possible. Oh man, I figured I would get a little bit of damage from flying into the air. I did not expect the car to be completely ruined and on fire from just that little thing. I mean, I guess it wasn't a little thing. If you could do that to the car, that was a pretty major incident. I can make it to the garage though. It's just over there down this road. Then once you get to the garage, we'll get a new car specifically designed for climbing parking garages, because this thing has quite a few levels to it. I didn't actually count it, but I think it's like 10 levels long. So that car is basically done. Like, I'm trying to go up on the curve and I can't do it. So I could not get into the parking garage with the Corvette. But we can get into it with the parking garage car, which is going to be a Bruckle Moonhawk, and we'll use the V8 Special. So that's what the Special means. The Special means it's the special parking garage edition designed exclusively for going up a parking garage. Now, I said 10 levels. I guess it kind of depends what you count as a level. Like, is this section right here a level, and then this section over here also a level? Or is that just one level between them? I don't know exactly how you count the levels. That's the one thing I did not think about. I think what we'll say is one level is both sides, because it seems really weird to have two levels that kind of intersect each other. It just makes more sense to me to say, that's a level, we're done, this is the next level. And I am counting the number of levels in my head as we do this. I said there are about 10, which means we're gonna take 20 U-turns like this to get to the very top. So far, it seems like 10 was a good guess. We are slowly making our way up, and it feels like we're pretty high up in the air, but I don't know how far we are from the top. And I kind of almost spun out right there. I don't know if you guys could tell how close I was to losing control. Like, if I was maybe like 5 degrees more of an angle, that would have been a spin out. It was that close. No spin outs the whole way. That's my goal now. Just get to the top, do it cleanly. And there's still another level. Like, I thought we were actually getting close and I was going to be way off with my guess of 10, but my guess of 10 is looking pretty good right now. And then, okay, there is the top. We can just barely make it out. So I guess it's going to technically be 8 levels tall. That's what it would be. And now that we're at the top, there is one big disappointment. There is no ramp at the top of this place. I mean, there are little ramps all over the place here. And this is unfortunately one of the places where there isn't one. So we're going to fix that. We're going to go ahead and add the metal ramp to this area. And we'll use the medium one because I don't think we need the large one. And oh no, it's all under the place. Let's go ahead and put it up top where I want to jump off the edge. And now it's all crooked. Great. Now we got to fix that, I guess. So just go ahead and grab it by the corner and then pull. Pull! Alright, that looks pretty decent. We'll save that spot. Gotta find my car again with all these AIs doing their AI things. And then we'll back it up all the way to the edge of the building. And that should give us enough speed to fly off of the ramp decently enough. I think we'll be going about 50 miles per hour. We'll go ahead and save this spot so that way if I want to do multiple jumps, it's nice and easy. And apparently the ramp decided to rotate just when I wasn't looking at it. I don't know exactly how that happened, but whatever, ramp. You can go and be a jerk like that. I still get to fly off of you, and that's all that matters. And that's all that's left of the car. Drive shaft broke, so it can't drive. So let's replace it with something really fast to go off the ramp. Gonna get the drag version of the Blue Buck, which is, yeah, underground again. So that's just kind of weird. Go ahead and teleport it up here. And now, oh, look at that. Ha! Perfect teleportation where the rear wheels are just barely off the ground. All right, there we go. Now we are placed correctly, and we can go and charge off of the ramp. Let it fly and see if we can hit some of the traffic down there. Come on. Come on, hit that guy. Hit that guy. That's not the guy I was thinking. I thought we were going to hit the white one, but we hit the blue one instead. Either way, we hit one of the cars. Let's see if we can keep on hitting them. And I don't think the car we just hit will vanish. I think it'll still be down there as we do all these attempts. And this one looks pretty promising. Come on, get that red car. Yeah. Get the white one too. Come on. Come on. Ooh. Just barely tapping them. You know what this kind of reminds me of? It reminds me of playing Burnout, where you'd have the crash mode and you just crash the car into everything and cause chaos. That's really what this reminds me of. And oh, come on, land on top of him. Oh, that was beautiful. You worked as a landing pad, and I can keep driving. I can't steer much, but I can keep driving until I crash into this dude. That was amazing. I don't think I'm going to get any better than that, so we need to stop. So let's get down from here a different way. Instead of using a really fast car, we'll use a really off-road capable vehicle. We'll get the custom version of the Ibishu Hopper and then go underground. That was not at all the plan. I am kind of curious though. Can you get out of here if you spawn under it, or are you kind of completely stuck? Yeah, you're basically completely stuck. And the only way out is to teleport out or slowly osmosis your way through the wall like I'm doing right now. How about instead of doing that, though, we'll do what I actually grabbed the vehicle for. I wanted to try to drive it off of the edge and see if it could do that. So I'm going to just take the edge over there on our left and see what happens. So go nice and slow at it. I want to climb it. I don't want to smash into it and use it like a ramp. I want to climb over it just like that. Yeah, that went super, super easy. I'm almost curious. Is it that easy if we had a car with less off-road capabilities? Like if we just had a fairly normal pickup truck, is it that easy to go over? Or is the off-road version of the Hopper that good at off-roading? So all the walls are the same height, so it doesn't matter which direction I go, I don't think. And right here, oh yeah, see, we hit the bumper. The nice thing about the Hopper is it didn't hit the bumper, it hit the wheel. And when it hit the wheel was able to kind of get the traction onto the wall. So yeah, the Hopper's just really good at that kind of stuff. Gotta find it again though, because I don't know where it is in all these vehicles. That's a ramp. There is the Hopper, ready to go. I love it when you do a tight corner like that and you just three-wheeling it. It always looks so funny. And actually, it's a good thing we have a vehicle with some off-road capabilities, because we are going to be climbing down some stairs. Now this building, it looks pretty ordinary when you look at it, but here's the interesting part. You can go inside of this doorway right here, and it'll get you into the subway. Hopefully I fit. Yeah, that's a pretty hefty doorway. You can fit most vehicles through that. The only ones you'll struggle with are things like T-Series and the bus, I would think. But here we are in like a little subway area. And there are tracks throughout this map, and it work great as a map to drive on if you have a track-based vehicle like a train or something like that. Somehow going into there has actually completely broken my suspension though, so let's see if there's an easier way to go down here. Instead of hitting the train tracks, which kind of get your wheels caught, what if we just go over the edge like this? Will that work? Yeah, that is the safe way to do it without damaging your vehicle. You don't need an off-road vehicle to do that probably though, but it was a nice benefit. And if we drive along this, we'll have a ramp and we can hit it, and hopefully we go fast enough to clear it. It's going to be close. 65 miles per hour is like right barely enough, I think. And cleared it. Nice job, Hopper. Go ahead and come to a stop. Oh no! The train tracks got me! The train tracks got me again! Come on, power through it, power through it! Alright, so I can't really steer because I've gotten completely ruined by the train tracks. But it made the jump fine. Go ahead and freshen it up. We'll drive over in this direction. Since we are so off-road capable, you know what we're going to do? We're just going to go ahead and ride over this. Oh, I was trying to go right over and be so lightweight, he just got bounced out of the way. We need a heavier vehicle. All right, we're going to go right over this dude. Here we go. Right over him. Come on. Come on, yeah. Gosh off those off-road capabilities. Except now I'm on my side. Not exactly the best situation to be in, so time for a new car. How about we get the Bolide? Get something that's pretty nice in a straight line. Oh, we're stuck, aren't we? Okay, hold on. We might have just got unstuck, but just in case, we'll reset the car anyways. Plus, that way, if I crash and I need to come back to that spot for some reason, I don't need to worry about getting unstuck. I know I'll be unstuck because I spawned in an unstuck state. Anyways, we're going to drive out of the main city area and kind of look at these buildings way out here. So over on our left, we just have this massive facility, and I don't know what it's exactly supposed to be, but when I look at it, I was like, maybe it's a jail, because America does have very, very big jails. I really just have no idea what it is. It's just really, really big. It could just become some sort of warehouse or something. Who knows? But big building. That's the point. Over here, this is a really fun building. So this is like an abandoned mall. How can you tell it's a mall? Well, with the power of flight, you tell it's a mall. There's the giant words mall. Unfortunately for this one, there are no giant words around it. But you can see just how massive it is. It's such a big facility. No idea what it's for. It's even got like a waterfront view. Anyhow, back to the Bolide and the mall. And just sneak on in. And then we can actually sneak on into the mall itself. That's the coolest part. So you just go over the bumps nice and carefully with the Bolide. And here we are. You can see like this is a mall in a really bad state. It's been abandoned and everything is falling apart, which that's pretty realistic for America. Nobody goes to malls anymore except for just like a few very, very specific locations. It seems like all the smaller malls are closing down. Maybe a few giant ones are able to survive. Here's a fun thing you can do. Up the stairs. No problem. Now we're on the second story of the mall. This was actually a pretty big mall at one time to even have a second story. I mean, I guess it is still a pretty big mall. It's just not really a mall anymore. And there is a door somewhere. I don't even see it. Hold up a second. Where is the door? There it is. I guess it's not a door, but it is a path that we can drive down. And I just could not find it. We can go ahead and head through here and go as fast as we can. It's going to be over 100 miles per hour inside of a building, 110 miles per hour, flying and crashing. And the bullseye, it is now ruined. But I want to drive up this nice little circular ramp. So to do that, let's go ahead and grab a different vehicle. And I want one that matches the aesthetic of the location. So if we get the horrible, it kind of makes sense. Like it's an abandoned mall and we're driving an abandoned vehicle in that abandoned mall. I think that's kind of a neat way to close out the video. Just a really kind of like eerie situation where you're like in this abandoned, dilapidated building driving a dilapidated car. So until next time, it's WhyBeAre. And remember, if you like or dislike this video, I will know. I can tell by counting the number of buildings in the map. So do the right thing, and I'll see you next time. And don't forget, like I said, there's a lot more to this map that you did not get to see because it is just a huge map with a lot to look at, but that's a lot of the cool stuff in the map.